Scorp, welcome. It's Erin Scott here. Oh, my cat was just in the background. He just walked out of frame. Maybe he'll come back in though. He hasn't been in any of the frames, but he was in for Libra, so maybe he'll come back for you. Let me just do a little adjusting. So we are tapping in with an art scope, an art channeling to tap into, excuse me, your natural evolutionary growth arc for this new moon cycle. So this is for the dynamic conjunct Uranus sun moon conjunction of our Aries new moon, April 15th. And right now it's 6:56 p.m. on Sunday the 15th that I'm recording this. So yes, it's imbued with the new moon energy. And it's a natural cycle. New moon cycles are natural new seeding portals, but this one is different because number one, it's conjunct Uranus. Uranus is about to move into Taurus next month. Chiron in a couple days is moving into Aries, which is a whole thing. So I did a video on that. I invite you to watch that video because there's a lot to, and this will be one of a few topical dives that we'll do into this portal of time because it's big. It's really, really big. This is a new narrative, a new healing story that we're moving into, okay? It's what I would call a no shit 7 years ahead for us, okay? Now, I have my gouache paints here, and I also have my charcoal pencils. So, Scorp, let me just tap in here, okay? Okay. So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit while I channel in, and then we'll talk about it. Oh, there's Dragon. I don't know if you can see him. He's behind the easel. Okay, so cat wants to come forward for you as a symbol. There he is. You want to be on camera for score? Fabulous. So I'm going to write that out, okay? Cat. Hi, cat. Okay, so cats represent instinctiveness, intelligence, flexibility. So keep that in mind, okay? Because that archetype is wanting to come forward. Hi, gorgeous. Hi, Gorge. Make sure you can see everything okay. The light's going down a little bit, but I actually think you can see better than some of the other filmings that I've done with the sun coming in through the window. So. Do you have anything to tell Scorp? Draggy? Drags? Do you have anything to tell Scorps for this dynamic cycle? Scorpio, this is what I will say. You know, you're emerging. Like this is a powerful time for Scorpios because the Jupiter through the Scorpio archetype is activating the depths of your truth-telling capacity, the depths of your psychic capacity, the depths of the shadows within that need to come up and need to come to light, okay? So love it. Love the dive. Is it always easy? No. But first of all, you have no choice with it because it's the natural cycle. And love it. Get curious about it, you know, be willing, be brave. And the thing is, the reason why I made the comment I did at the beginning is you are. There's a courage imbued in the Scorpio. It really is. It's just there. So find it. If for those of you that don't feel into that, find it. Find it. Because it's there. It's just a matter of accessing it. So everybody, a dragonfly is definitely emerging here. This is definitely definitely not the best looking dragonfly, but you get the idea. Yeah, okay. You know what, Scorp? There might be more that wants to come, but let's talk about this, okay? I actually have my spirit animal book by Stephen Farmer. Let's start with the dragonfly. Okay, actually, let's start with cat. Let's start with cat. Let's see what he says about cat. Okay. Move this here. Okay. All right. So, Scorp, cat. This is a period where self-sufficiency and trust in your own capabilities is necessary. So for this cycle, that's necessary. Honor your sensuality by dancing slowly with graceful and easy movements and by enjoying touch and physical intimacy. Listen closely to your intuitive guidance, as it's likely an ancestor who is one of your spirit guides trying to communicate with you. This is a period of magic and mystery. So over the course of this month, all right, magic and mystery is coming up. Pay close attention to signs and omens that will guide and direct you. Cat is about activating. In fact, let's draw a little kitty cat, okay? So this is a time, everybody, of really honoring your intuitive capacity, your intuitive knowing, your wisdom, your ability, because you know how sensitive cats are. They see spirits all the time, right? So, indeed. You know? So that's cat. So that's your special message. With regards to dragonfly, be on the lookout for any falsehoods, deceit, or illusions that are clouding a current situation or a current relationship. You're being entirely too rational about everything and really need to tap into your deeper emotions, whatever they may be. Your passion is awakening, so direct it to what feels true and right for you. Again, this is about accessing passion and sensuality, really, but also your intuition and your knowing. This is also a time when the magic and mystery of your life is reawakening. Do you hear that, Scorpio? That's the second message that's a duplicate. Magic and mystery. It's reawakening. It's beautiful. It's vital to recharge your psychic energy, which you can do by regularly meditating. More than simply a change, you're going through a major transformation, so enjoy the process. Additionally, you should be working with the fairies and other elementals. Okay, so beautiful. All right, now this is also beautiful. Let's talk about this image that came up here. This blob of black, okay? Typically when I'm working with black, it represents some weight, some heaviness, some obstacle. It represents some negativity. It represents some shadow, some wound, some hurt, some pain that's stored within the body system or within just the psyche, but it's always both and. But this is a blob of negativity, essentially. It's a weight, it's a heaviness, it's a shadow. But what I get from this, let's say, negativity is, you know, it's this pile here underneath Scorpio. Do you see that? So right underneath the name Scorpio was a pile of negativity, right? But look at this. What happened was this red arrow emerged and it threaded back in, which means how I'm looking at it is that this blob is being transmutated through intention, through energetic cycles, cosmological cycles that are activated now, through your own intention, through your own will, through your own energy. There's transmutation occurring from the denseness of the darkness or the shadow into, through these spirals of process, of transmutation, of transformation, is coming up and out with energy. Red represents different things. In a reading that I just did for Libra, the red there really read to me, really was interpreted to me, came to me as frustration and anger, which it can be. Red can represent many things. It's certainly first chakra oriented, but it's also vital energy. And because this is in the shape of a red arrow moving upward, we're talking about energy. We're talking about movement. We're talking about intention and directed intention. So from the mire, from the crap of the past, of our wounds, of history, of weight, there is a lightening, there is a movement, there's a spiraling up and out, right? And it's pointing toward cat, and it's pointing toward certainly the wing of the dragonfly, both of which are talking about magic, reawakening, intuition, and interestingly, beautifully, sensuality and getting back into almost an embodied state of magic, you know, really tapping into the beautiful sensations of the body, right? Let's tap in. This is the Carolyn Mace archetype cards here. And as I do every month, I'm going to look into the growth edge, the prime growth edge for you over the course of this cycle, okay? For those of you interested in learning about me and my work, the Holosynthesis work, for soul print identification and the services I offer there, you can find my details at the Alchemy of Holism.com. The link is below. For those interested in getting weekly astrosymbology potions, live streams, you can become a patron. The link is below. I invite you to join. And if you have questions, you can let me know. So this is for the main prime growth edge for Scorpio for mid-April through mid-May. Angel. Now this is very interesting. This came up for Virgo. I think it was Virgo. This is interesting. Okay. Now, what wants to be evolved out of during this cycle, really confronted cleanly, clearly, seeing clearly, is acting innocent or angelic to mislead others. Okay. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. This is important. This is important for a lot of reasons, because deception is ripe in the field. It's everywhere. And YouTube is kind of inundated with some stuff. So be discerning of yourself. You know, this is about alignment with yourself. Who am I truly, and what's the truth? How am I going to express the truth? That's Jupiter through Scorpio. It's all about truth telling, exposing the crap and getting real, right? So this month, yes, you want to cut through the crap, right? Of self. This is underneath the Scorpio archetype. Any deception here, because the black could be a blob of deception, any self-deception, any self-delusion, right? Any self-confusion wants to be moved. But the thing is, this is your cycle of growth this month. There is going to be catalytic movement out of the mire, okay? What wants to be evolved through you this month is helping those in need with no expectation of return. Okay. I really love this because it is about being of service purely, you know, and a lot of us have contended with this because it's a longer story. And for those interested, maybe I'll make a video on it, but especially those of us with Chiron and Pisces in our natal chart, there's some resentment and resistance actually to being ultimately of service because there's a story there, right? But this is about being purely of service with no expectation of return. It's about just giving what's coming, and let it be of service where it will. And you don't need any recognition. Nothing needs to come back, right? So Scorpio, I do send you so much love and support for this month, for this day. Right now, you're going to have this a couple hours before the actual point of this new moon. Certainly for tonight, for the week ahead, and for the month ahead, and actually for this next portal of 7 years. So for those of you that are desiring extra support, you can check out the alchemyofholism.com and as well my Patreon account for those interested in getting extra service. So much, much love. And until the next video or until next month, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.